Hello, everyone, and welcome to the online streaming and world debut of my new play, Famous Writers. I'd like to thank Literacy Central Vancouver Island for hosting. As you're watching, don't forget to comment in the stream for a chance to win a $15 gift certificate to spend at Well Read Books. That's right? Yep. Also, I have brought this fabulous copy of a Dispossessed playbook that I'm also going to give away. So if you comment during the stream, you're going to be entered in to win that. This reading is made possible through the Playwrights Guild of Canada Play Connect program, so I'm incredibly grateful to them. And I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional unceded territory of the Snuneymuxw First Nations, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to live, work, and play here. Tonight I will be reading selected scenes, particularly scenes 1 and 2 of the play, and that will be followed by a 15-minute Q&A, so I hope you stick around. Our setting is a small, cluttered living room filled with books and papers, not unlike what you see behind me here. Things are stacked everywhere. There are 6 characters in the play. There's Sean, who's our main character, Sarah, his girlfriend, the 3 demons, Akidia, Roth, and Vainglory, and Melpomene, who is the muse of tragedy. And on that, thank you all again for tuning in. Let's get started. Act 1. Scene 1. Sean flips through the pages of a book. He puts the book down and picks up a phone, which he stares at and thumbs through. He gets up and peers through the curtains of the window. He sits down and looks at his phone. He gets up, walks over to the door and gets his jacket. Picks up his shoes and carries them over to the desk chair. Puts the shoes down, puts the jacket on and sits down. He looks at his phone. He puts the phone in his pocket, then puts his shoes on. He walks to the window and pulls the curtain aside, peeking out. He walks to the book he was reading, folds over a corner, and puts the book in his pocket. He looks at his phone. He walks to the door. He grasps the knob and holds his hand there. Lights up on a demon, Akidia, sitting on a black chair. Going somewhere? I'm supposed to meet Sarah. Who says? Sorry? That you're supposed to meet her. I want to. We're gonna have coffee. There's coffee here. I thought you thought, what? It might be nice to get some air. There's air in here. Fresh air. The air in here is stale. Who says? Sarah? Doesn't say it like that. Huh. I prefer to think of it as familiar. I should probably go. She's waiting. Did you check the weather? Sean looks at his phone. Because it might rain. Right, yes, so it says. But I looked out the window and it's not raining now. But it might, I suppose. Plus, you haven't got an umbrella. True. I could wear a hat. Do you have a hat? I did. I thought. Anyway, a hat in the rain is hardly the thing. You might as well hold one of those newspapers over your head. Actually, that's not a bad idea. What are you doing? I'm going. If only you could see yourself. Said I'm going. Standing there like some lunatic, holding a newspaper over your head. Akidia grabs the newspaper. Going. Where do you let go? I was reading that. Sean and Akidia engage in a tug of war until the paper rips. I can just get another newspaper, you know. Fine, I give up. Go to your precious Sarah. I hope you don't catch your death of cold. What? There's an op-ed in here about a thing. A thing? Have you read it? You know I haven't. Well, there you are. It's good? Quite. I have been meaning to get through those papers. Well, you know what they say. Books are forever, but the news is ephemeral. There and then gone, like gossamer. They say that? Sure. Akidia clears off a chair. Seat? I was really gonna go out, you know. I know. Sean sits down, defeated. Akidia sits opposite, handing Sean the paper. There, isn't this nice? Sean shrugs and opens the paper. Tea? Sean shrugs. Akidia exits, comes back with 2 mugs. Here you go. Akidia turns on a lamp. How's that? Better? Akidia and Sean exchange awkward smiles. Long pause. A frenetic knock at the door. Sean answers it. Sarah enters. She's drenched, carrying 2 cups of coffee. God, it's pouring rain. Akidia mouths, I told you so. Can you get me a towel or something? Oh, sure. Sean grabs a tea towel and hands it to Sarah, who dries off her head. Anyway, I brought you one. Oh, thanks. Sean takes a sip. It's cold. Anyway, I made tea. I thought you were coming down. Yes, well, I was, but, well... Sean motions out the window. And I don't have an umbrella. An umbrella? Or a hat? You blew me off because you don't have an umbrella or a hat? No, I mean, I was on my way out the door, and then I thought it might rain, but it wasn't raining. But if it might, there's no point in getting soaked. Anyway, I looked around for a hat, but I couldn't find one, so I was going to use a newspaper. You were going to make a newspaper hat? Yes, I mean, what? Newspaper hat. You know, like a hat of folded up newspaper. No, I was going to, you know. Ah, well, that makes perfect sense. And then, as I was holding the paper, there was this op-ed on a thing, and the news is ephemeral. The news is what? Ephemeral, you know, fleeting. I know what ephemeral means, Sean. I'm just not sure I know what you mean. Just that the news as well, it's ephemeral? Exactly. Can I see? See? The article. Can I see it? I haven't finished it yet? Just... Sarah takes the paper from Sean. Sean, this is 4 months old. 4? I'd hardly call that ephemeral. I love you, Sean. I love you too, Sarah. But, you know, you're exhausting. Sorry? Yeah, me too. Sarah walks to the door. Enjoy the coffee. Sarah exits. Sean collapses on his chair, lates up on a demon, vainglory, slouched in a chair. Well, you really fucked that up. Not that I care either way. Sean moans. Don't be so dramatic. Me? Dramatic? Just saying. How many times do you think you can blow her off before she blows you off for good? She likes him. She said so. You don't think she was lying, do you? People say a lot of things. Best to assume it's over. What do you mean, over? Look at yourself. You haven't combed your hair in days. I think there's a food stain on that shirt of yours. What'd you have for breakfast today? Cold bologna. What was that? I didn't hear you. I had cold bologna. Cold bologna? Just out of the package? Not even in a sandwich or fried up or something? I like it by itself. Are you a raccoon? I bet she loves it. I bet it's her favorite. Besides, who needs bread? Bread causes diabetes. So, bologna is a class 1 carcinogen. Everything kills you these days. Bologna is a what? Vainglory exits frantically. Listen. Vainglory enters, breathless, holding a package of bologna. Sean and Akidia watch, stunned. You know, I don't care if all you want for breakfast is cold bologna. I love cold breakfast bologna. There might even be a girl out there who shares her passion for cold breakfast bologna. But you might want to ask yourself if Sarah is a cold breakfast bologna kind of girl. Did you know that bologna is as bad as smoking when it comes to cancer? Smoking? How much bologna have we had in our lives? It's probably already too late. We probably have cancer already. Oh, blessed bologna. How could you betray us so? We gave you everything. Everything! Vainglory throws the bologna angrily in the garbage, falls to his knees. Why? Calm down. Sean slumps back in his chair. You don't understand. You never loved anything. You've never been loved by anything or anyone. You don't know what it is to feel love. That's probably true. I just bought that bologna. Sean reaches towards the can. Vainglory slaps his hand. It causes cancer, idiot! He's right. Akidia grabs a blanket, curls up in his chair. I'll just stay here quietly until we die, or at least until this day is over. That's the best idea you've had all day. Vainglory grabs a blanket, curls up in his chair. So what? That's it now? You have a better idea? Maybe it's not over with Sarah. Do you really want to do this? This thing where I prove to you that it's over, and even if it isn't, it's pointless. Fine. Maybe you're right. It's not over with Sarah. Maybe you get your life together for a day, or a week, or a year, but you're broken, Sean, far too broken to not hurt her eventually, and the longer you wait, the more it will hurt when it happens. You don't want that, do you? No. Vainglory opens a beer. Or maybe she comes back because she feels pity for you. Eventually, you resent her for feeling that way, but she feels too guilty to leave you on your own. But because she's worried that without her, you'll kill yourself. So she resents you because she feels like you're stealing her life, and you resent her because your life isn't worth stealing. Is that what you want? No. Vainglory chugs his beer. Or maybe I'm wrong, and everything will work out fine. You'll love each other, get married, and have kids, and you'll pass on that fucked up brain of yours to your children, and inflict them with your special brand of sickness. You'll drink yourself to death, and nobody will come to the funeral, because instead of just ruining your own life, you ruined theirs. Oh, fuck. So it's up to you. Your life is already ruined. I'm not sure you need to ruin anyone else's. Oh, you make a good point. God, I can't. I just can't. Vainglory chugs the rest of his beer, throws the can down, stands up, walks over to a drawer, takes out a gun, and shoots himself in the head. What the actual fuck? He gets it. Two stagehands drag the corpse backstage. Seconds later, Vainglory emerges from the opposite side of the stage, dusting himself off. Ah, that feels much better. Not okay, man. Not okay at all. We were all thinking it, just you, lying there, dead. I wasn't thinking it. Weren't you? No. No. Think of all the people that would come to our funeral. Like anyone would come to the funeral. Huh. Well, Vainglory hands Sean a beer. Here, have a drink. Okay, sure, things aren't great. But they're not that bad, are they? Just because I fucked up today with Sarah doesn't mean I'm gonna keep fucking it up. Sean opens his beer and takes a drink. Anyway, it's not like Sarah doesn't know what she's getting into. She knows I'm fucked up. Takes another drink. Vainglory sits. And even if she didn't, so what? Lots of people are fucked up. She's probably fucked up too. Maybe more than me. Who's to say that she doesn't need me to keep her alive and not the other way around? Sean empties his drink, starts another, lights fade on Vainglory. Like, maybe she's lucky to have me. Maybe I'm the one that deserves a better life. Maybe I'm the catch. Sean takes another long drink, lights fade on Akidia. Hemingway, alcoholic. Tennessee Williams, fucking major alcoholic. Faulkner, Capote, Parker, Bukowski, Thomas Highsmith, Berryman, Cheever, Thompson, Chandler, Fitzgerald, all drunks. Great fucking writers. All drunk and fucked up like me. Sean empties his drink, starts another, lights fade. I'm a great writer. I'm not dying. Not me. Not yet. Blackout. Scene 2. Lights up. Sean is passed out in the chair with cans all around, snoring. Sort of apnea snort startles him awake. Akidia enters, carrying a mug. Coffee? Yes. You sure got into it. You can hardly blame me. I don't judge. Whatever. Vainglory enters. We're finally up. Good. Lots to do. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. Oh, okay. Oh no. I've done it now. There's too much. Too much. Oh, we could just do nothing. Haha, funny. No. We can't do nothing. Sarah is coming. So maybe it's not over. I stand by what I said. Come on. Up. She can't see you like this. Like what? Yeah, like what? I think he looks fine. You would say that. Whatever. No. I don't accept it. Sarah's coming over and we're not going to blow it. Now go. Be less disgusting. Sean exits. Why do you bother? Pardon? All this. Why bother? What's the point? Oh, I don't know. I suppose it's because, well, you say it's pointless, right? Yes, totally. And I say, sure, it's pointless, but it's not chaos. It's a wheel. It turns around and around and around and around, and there's an order, a pattern. Maybe it squeaks, and maybe it gets a nail stuck in it from time to time, or spins off its axis, but it turns, always turning. Wheels are literally the most pointless thing in the world. It's not about the wheel. This is going to be one of those insipid, it's the journey, not the destination speeches. Oh, God, no, no. Journeys are stupid. No. This is that, look, if you're on a wheel, then you should just be on it. And either you can be on the outside of the wheel, whipping around and around at a million miles an hour and getting nails stuck in your head and rolling through piles of horse shit, or you can be in the middle of the wheel where everything revolves around you. You asked what the point is? It's to make it to the center of the wheel. I suppose that makes sense. I guess I'd just rather get off the wheel entirely. Well, what fun would that be? Sean enters. What fun would what be? Wheels. Okay. You look the same. Did you even do anything? A rapid knock at the door. Sean answers. Sarah enters. Hello. Oh no, the bathroom, the bathroom! Vainglory exits. Hi. Hi. What's happening? Vainglory upstage. What happened in here? Not much. What did you get up to last night? Oh, nothing, really. The smell! How does that even come out of a person? Is that from the bologna? I have got to see this. Akidia exits. Had a few beers? Sarah motions to the pile of cans. Oh, yeah, a few, I guess. Cool. So, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Yeah, sure. Can we go out or something? Oh, unless you want to cook breakfast here. No, yeah, totally. Let's go out. Just let me wash my face. Okay. Starts picking up cans. Oh dear. Oh no. That is just disgusting. I'm disgusted. Just a few cans. Not that. You. Look at yourself. Cleaning up after him like some sort of scullery maid. I don't mind. No, of course you don't. What's that supposed to mean? It's tragic, what you've reduced yourself to. You're being melodramatic. Maybe a touch. I mean, it's not Eumenides, but trust me, I know tragedy. Tragedy with a capital T. It's complicated. Oh, hey, you might want to put some of those... Sarah drops some cans down. Sarah picks up the dropped can. Thanks for nothing. I tried to warn you. Sean pokes his head in. Everything okay? Sarah hides the can. What? I heard something. Sarah shrugs. Sean vanishes. Sarah puts the cans in a bag. She picks up Sean's books from a shelf. They're Sean's first books. Yawn. I thought they were good. You know who is good? Homer. He's no Homer. You know, he wrote this in college. I know. I was there. Right. I forgot. He used to write all the time back then. I wonder what happened. How do you mean? Just, well, it's been a while. Hasn't been that long. 5 years? No, it hasn't. Has it? Sarah looks inside the book. What? Let me see. Oh, look at that. He dedicated this to you. Yeah. Wow. That's really sweet. Yeah. He was pretty great. He was, wasn't he? Sarah sits down and thumbs through the book. Melpomene starts poking stuff with her bat. She finds the bologna. Oh, wow. What? Melpomene points at the trash with her bat. Sarah looks. Ooh. Maybe it's a sacrifice? Sarah picks up the bologna. Why would anyone sacrifice bologna? Don't touch it! Sarah panics, wraps the bologna in a sheet of newspaper. There. Maybe it's symbolic. Agamemnon sacrificed his daughter. Sean sacrificed his bologna. You're saying that Sean thinks about bologna in the same way Agamemnon thought about Iphigenia? And you thought a degree in classical studies was a waste of time. Sean enters. Ready? Sarah offers the package. It's bologna. Shit! From the trash. Vainglory enters. Oh, damn. Dude, she found the bologna. Right. I forgot about that. You forgot? How long has it been there? This reminds me of that scene from Medea. You know the one. Oh, the cries of father were nothing, nor the bologna's lamentation. She's on to you. You gotta cover. Why were you going through my trash? I wasn't. Well, but you were. Pouring then to the ground its meaty mantle, struck the sacrificers with the eyes arrows of pity. Does bologna have eyes? Did bologna have eyes? Right, the bologna. The bologna. Aha! I was just tidying up for you. What is bologna anyway? And I was throwing out some trash, and there it was. Also, I smelled it. Smelled the bologna in your trash. Is it beef? Lamb? Goat? Tell her about the cancer thing. Oh, well, I read last night that bologna gives you cancer. Like, it's as bad for you as cigarettes, maybe worse. No kidding. Yeah, so I was like, fuck cancer, and threw it out. Aha! It was a sacrifice. I told you so. Well, yeah, totally. So, were you just eating bologna by itself? What? He has lost the use of his reason. Like, just eating bologna out of the package? Not even in a sandwich or fried up? I wasn't. His ruin is straight ahead of him. You weren't, what, drinking beer alone and eating raw bologna out of the package? Oh, no, I don't like this at all. Ow. The demon Roth enters, pushing Vainglory aside. Out of the way, weakling. You're not gonna let her push you around like this, are you? Why are you throwing out my trash? There it is. Because I didn't ask you to. Were you saving it? Oh my goddess, you are just like Clytemnestra. Are you? I don't know. I'm getting lost in my metaphor. Yes, actually I was. You were saving the bologna? What? No, if you were saving it, why did you throw it out? You know what? You're doing fine. I'm just going to... Melpomene dusts up a chair and sits. Yep, this is good. I was saving the newspaper. I read them, you know? They're in a specific order. You can't just go using them like they're trash. Yeah. Whatever. I'm so done. You know, I was just thinking about how things used to be. What things, Sarah? You're not making any sense. I don't know what happened to you, Sean. You used to be so sweet. You used to... What? I used to what? To be anything. You don't do anything. You sit here at home eating cold bologna, reading old papers. Look around you, Sean. Does this seem normal? It causes cancer. I'm not talking about the fucking bologna, Sean. I'm talking about you giving up. I'm talking about you not having written a word in 5 years. Well, I have news for you, Sarah. Just because you don't see any paper doesn't mean I'm not writing. You can't admit it, can you? Admit what? Admit that you're scared. Admit that you're scared to write and scared to let me in. Because if you let me in, I might just help you, and then you'd have to admit you need help. Help what? You are a fucking masterpiece. I don't need your fucking help, Sarah. Clearly, you do. Whatever. Oh, so now it's your fault? Well, to hell with her. Who does she think she is, anyway? You didn't have any problem with any of this before, Sarah. You knew what you were getting into. This is what it is to be with a writer. You chose this life, not me. I can't escape it. You can leave any time you want. I thought you wanted this. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry I care. But it's not wrong to need people. You know that, right? Well, I don't need anyone. I'm fine. I've always been fine. Sarah throws the bologna at Sean. Fuck you, Sean. I hate that you make me feel crazy for feeling this way. I'm not crazy for wanting to help you. That's what you don't get, Sarah. It's not me that needs help. See, I was right about the sacrifice. I wish you could understand, Sarah, but you don't. You can't. You'll never understand. Just, it wasn't the baloney he was sacrificing. What, Sean? I'll never understand what? You'll never understand what it's like to be great. It was you. Long pause. Sarah is crying. You know what, Sean? You're right. I knew it. I knew she'd cave. I can leave anytime I want. Wait. Is she leaving? She better not leave, or else. Goodbye, Sean. Sarah and Melpomene exit. Don't leave. Fuck. Sean kicks the garbage can, slumps in his chair. Fuck! Akidia enters with a six-pack. Did somebody say drink? Fuck yeah, I need a fucking drink. Akidia tosses a beer to Roth, who chugs it. Akidia opens a beer. Roth motions for another, which Akidia tosses over. The remaining 3 are handed to Sean. God damn it, just want to fucking break something. Or just sit here and lapse into catatonia. Well, fuck that. We're not gonna let her treat you that way. Whatever. No, not whatever, man. She's so judgmental, like she has any right to judge you. She has every right. Look at him. Look at us. Well, fuck this, and fuck you. And fuck you, buddy. You're a coward. I can't even fucking look at you. Roth exits. He's right, you know. About what? About you being a coward? Yeah, well, he's right about a lot of things. Oh. Fuck you, eh? He's right, too. Too bad you're too stupid to hear it. Oh? Tell me then. What is it I'm too stupid to hear? That you'd rather be alone for the rest of your life than admit that you need anyone? That if you admit you need her, she'll think you're weak? And worse, if you get help, if you're fixed or whole, that those things will inevitably lead to your failure as a writer. That the writers you idolize were only great because they were broken. So the only way you'll be great is if you're broken too. Huh. How'd I do? Not bad. Vainglory enters. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't listen to another word of this. Oh, hello. Does anybody need a blanket? Sean moans. Akidia puts a blanket over him. Vainglory rips the blanket away. You are not broken, Sean, and you're not a coward. Sean moans in protest. Party crasher. This is a party? Yeah, it's a pity party. And you know what? You're not invited. Whatever. This is exactly what we need. She was holding you back. Sean moans. Come on, buddy. Time to write through the pain. I can't. Sure you can. You did before. You wrote the hell out of it. Do you remember what they said about your first book? No. Ah, come on. Sure you do. Vainglory grabs a paperback. Blackmore's Rise of the Paper Men is pure brilliance, a scathing indictment on the institution of education. The writer to watch, he is the Kerouac of speculative science fiction. That's you, buddy. You did that. I guess. So what if Sarah doesn't love us? Nah. You know who loves us? They love us. Who needs one person when we can have thousands? Millions. You really think we could have millions? Sure I do, pal. Vainglory picks Sean up and moves him to his typewriter. Puts a piece of paper in it. Sean just stares at the paper. And go! Any time now. Okay, let me just... Vainglory places Sean's hands on the keys. Sean taps a couple. Hey, there you go. Sean taps more keys until he's typing with both hands. Sean looks at his empty beer can. Right, on it. Vainglory runs to fetch a drink. Sean chugs it one-handed. Blackout. And that was, thanks. That was the end of, I'm gonna walk over and get my computer here so I can read the comments. So now we're going to follow up with a Q&A. So I'm just gonna grab, I hope that was okay for people. I did from time to time look at the stream and it maybe looked a little, Okay, hey, how did that look, everybody? Did that look all right? Oh gosh, what's going on here? Can you all? Yeah. Oh, it's just gonna take me a minute. Yeah, how did that look, everyone? Did that look okay? I'm just gonna do this. Audio is great. Thanks, Greg. That's wonderful. Video is terrible, but you know what? It's all about me and the audio anyway, because it's an audio story. The video is a little laggy. Yeah, that's what I figured. But you know what? That's okay. We learned something today. There's streams of paper. Okay, so now we have. Oh, it says widget. Video had some glitches. Yeah. It says. You know, it is what it is. Okay, so now we have time for a little bit of a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions about the performance or about the play or about me, I'm more than happy to answer those. Why baloney? Well, that's a good question. Because baloney is funny. Um, I think bologna is a funny meat. I think it's the meat of the single man. So, and this play, in a way, or parts of it anyway, are a little bit autobiographical. So parts of it, like eating cold bologna. Um, yeah, that's a. I think I probably did that before. Was just take bologna and like put some mustard on it and roll it up and just eat it like that. Because I was kind of a weird guy. I guess I still am, but anyway. Um, yeah, I have this weird connection with bologna, and it's kind of a funny meat. Because what is it anyway, right? So that's why bologna. Thanks. Bologna, Paul. Yeah. So it's spelled in the script Bologna. I'm gonna get through all of these questions. Gosh, so many great questions. Okay, Greg, what do you think the ancient Greek gods, deities, characters have to show us about living now? That is an excellent question. I think, I think people used, we created myth at some point to explain things. So mental health or things we didn't understand, we used myth to explain them. Where do ideas come from? How do things happen? So I think how we live now, I don't think things have really changed. I think we still don't understand, and this is something that I found really striking, just in terms because I use myth and lore a lot when I write about when I write, and in terms of mental health, I think we still don't know much. So a lot of the time we're still guessing, and I think we've come a long way, but in a lot of ways it might as well be gods and demons and these things that are living inside us. Um, so I think I think the stories they told, the old legends, I think they're still important and valuable today because I think people faced the same problems then that they do now. So if we read those old stories, then maybe they can give us a different perspective in how we live today. Baloney is funny. Out of curiosity, how much research do I estimate I put into this piece? Altogether, too much, I suppose. I probably read well, I read Medea for the piece. I read a number of other tragedies. I read excerpts, and just finding stuff is hard. So coming up with Acedia and Vainglory and Wrath took quite a long time, and they're based on concepts that predate the seven deadly sins. So they were these ideas called the eight bad thoughts. So before the seven deadly sins, there were the eight bad thoughts. And that is but I had to go and find a whole paper and read it, and so that was a whole thing. And then probably 50 hours, I guess. 50 hours of research, maybe more. I don't know, a lot. And the research is still thanks, Tom. October 24th, Reconciliation Theater Online, play reading, Dry Lips ought to go to Kapuskasing. You know what? That's a really good play. That's a play by Thompson Highway. And it's fantastic. And it's actually one of two. So I hope you're going to do them both, Tom, because there's a follow-up. I can't remember which one comes first, but there's Dry Lips ought to move to Kapuskasing. And then there's another one that comes right after that's from the male perspective about there's one that's about the men and one that's about the women, but they're both fantastic plays. And Thompson Highway is an excellent writer. Where did Vainglory originate? Paul, there is a Medea joke in the play, but I'm not going to tell you where. Where did Vainglory originate? Vainglory is what we used to call envy. So before, like, you have the seven deadly sins. I probably can't remember them all, but pride, lust, wrath. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the eight bad thoughts. The eight bad thoughts are what came before the seven deadly sins. And so some of them got combined into one. I think two of them got combined into one. But Vainglory is essentially what envy was before, or what, I guess, in terms of like biblical legend would be avarice. So that's vanity, or vainglory for doing things only for oneself. So only for one's own glory, right? So it's vanity and glory. So you're only doing things for your own glory. Acedia is kind of spiritual listlessness. So Acedia kind of implied just not apathy really, but like just a general sense of, I guess we would call it ennui now, but just kind of a spiritual listlessness. So I can't remember what all of the eight bad thoughts are, but for sure they kind of all center basically around lust. So it all leads to like the idea of the eight bad thoughts is that you can do three things. So there are the heavenly thoughts, which is that you only think of good things. So you see a person on the street and you're like, oh, a person, I should help them or give them money or something. And the bad thought is like, oh, a person, I should do something to them. And then there's the human thoughts, which are something else. So there was this whole school of like that you could have heavenly thoughts, which was founded in this idea of ascetism. So like these spiritual dudes wandered the desert with nothing, just nothing, and they just lived on basically nothing, and ate the bare necessities to stay alive and drank just enough water, because anything else kind of took you away from God. And so that the only way to have pure thoughts was to have literally nothing and live ascetically. Anyway. Yes, Dad, sloth, pride, envy, greed is one. My dad should be able to name them all, but maybe he can't. Yeah, does anyone else have any questions? Boy, that is a laggy stream. Hey, I'm gonna record a better version of this. I think that will just be me recording it and then put that up. Um, maybe with the audio. I hope I get to see it on stage one day. Yeah, you know what? Me too. I think I did submit it to a number of organizations, and sort of what I've the response in kind of a general sense is that a play with 6 characters is probably not going to be in the cards for a little while because it's just too many. And with COVID and everything else, the idea of doing something with a large number of characters is just really complicated. So I think most of the companies out there are looking for smaller plays, which is fine. I'm still going to promote this and submit it, and hopefully, I'll get it produced. But it's also good to maybe work on writing some stuff that that has fewer people in it, which I think is good. So I see so many great comments. So I think now I'm gonna close down the live stream here pretty quick. But before I do, we'll do the draw for the gift certificate, and we'll do the draw for the playbook. And I just tore up my script. This is what I just did, like a champion. I didn't actually tear any words off though, so that's okay, but I can print out another one. But that's what I just did anyway. So I'm going to just get a pencil, and I'm glad the audio worked. I'd rather have good video I'd rather have good audio than good video. You know, I tried this at home and it worked okay, but it is what it is. Strange times. I would love to do this reading in person. Thanks, Greg. That means a lot. Okay, so we have, I'm just going to Is that all you had to say, Tom? Was just to come and plug the reconciliation event? Do you have anything to say about my play? Or are you just plugging the online reconciliation? You guys. And Liz right now. And Hillary. Oh, Tom, you did say you heard every word. Thanks. And Leslie Lee. And what else? I'm just writing all your names down so I can do a little draw here. Okay. Could I ask one of you to come and draw a name? 2 names? Hillary and or Alexandria. I have to make Okay, so this first one will be for the $15 gift certificate at Well Read Books. There. This is really fancy draw behavior, right? No idea. Okay. And the things. Is there 2 there? Oh, Oh, Liz, you win the $15 certificate. Congratulations. Okay, we gotta do one more for the. Now this one's for the playbook. Oh yeah, I know who that is. Oh, I do know who that is. Hillary. Okay. Oh gosh. No, wait, that one I laughed. I laughed at. This is why people do things better. Don't do it again. Okay, who's that? Who we got? Paul Arnell, you win. Paul Arnell, you win a copy of the Dispossessed Playbook. Congratulations to our winners. Liz, you can. Yeah, that was Hillary's hand. Thanks to Hillary and Well Read for hosting. Thanks to all of you for watching. That was fantastic. That's it. Thanks again. I hope to see you all in the real world soon. All right. Much love, everyone. Mwah. Like that. Not here. There's nothing.